Happy Independence Day to all my American lads out there, and especially to those living in this lovely city of Los Santos. Due to the occasion, I thought it would be a fantastic idea to celebrate the 4th of July in this 100% completely accurate depiction of the United States known as Grand Theft Auto 5. So join me as we have some fun in the greatest country on earth. Oh god. We have a lot of really fun activities planned, but first we need to get into costume. Ah, that's better. It may look like the United States flag threw up on us, but that's how you show national pride in this part of the world. Apparently. Now, as it is Independence Day, Rockstar Games have made this week's updates all about it. We have discounts and double money events and even a few free items. The first of which I have waiting in my garage downstairs, so let me show you. That's right, we picked up the Western Sovereign, a lovely looking motorbike that is currently 100% free in GTA Online. And I must say, after taking this baby out for a spin, it's actually a really nice bike to ride. I would definitely recommend picking it up for yourself, even if for no other reason than it's free. Speaking of free, I think it's about time we try our luck on the casino wheel spin. Maybe the 4th of July will prove lucky for Desmond. Or not. But that's alright, because we have other things to cheer us up on this wonderful day. Desmond was planning to take his anger out on that terrible wheel spin by robbing a store, but instead opted to buy a healthy amount of Bavarian lager. Just so you know, that's beer for you Americans out there. Not the watered down crap you guys drink, but actual beer. After our purchase... What the fuck? As I was saying, after our purchase, we headed up to the most American spot I could find to crack open a cold one. I decided on the Vinewood sign. It may be illegal in real life, but so are most of the things Desmond does on a daily basis, so it doesn't really bother him. Standing on top of the Vinewood sign, dressed in all-American attire, Desmond started to drink. And while it may be Independence Day, Desi started to chug down those beers like a true Aussie. After all of them, he was absolutely pissed, and while attempting to climb back down, unfortunately, he missed the ladder. Yes, wasted is an extremely accurate description of what just happened. That accident left Desmond completely sober, and that's no fun. So Desmond started to head on back to the shop to pick up some more bevies, but on the way back he tried to pull off a cool trick on his new bike and injured himself again. Due to that, I think we better stay off the drinks for now to avoid any further complications to Desmond's well-being. So on the topic of staying safe, it's time we headed to the gun shop. Here, we have two items that I wanted to pick up. First is the American-themed parachute bag, which is free today. I also bought an Australian one to put on afterwards, because if you think Desmond is going to wear any of this USA merch after today, you'd be horrifically incorrect. And lastly, I purchased a firework launcher for $32,000. This will come in handy later in today's episode, so make sure you stick around to the end to witness the beauty of this weapon. Now that that's all out of the way, I thought it'd be a great time to head on over to my bunker. If you're unaware, in this week's update, the Mobile Operations Center is on discount, which means that Desmond lost out on a nice deal by buying it the week previously, which is quite upsetting. Therefore, I want to start turning our bunker into a proper money-making machine. So off camera, I switched my staff to focus on only manufacturing to rack up as much product as possible. And now I'm going to go ahead and purchase the equipment upgrade, which I didn't do last episode. With this, our bunker will produce around $210,000 worth of stock every 2 hours or so. So while Desmond is plotting his assistant's murder or playing golf, we will be making some nice money in the background. Anyways, now I want to go ahead and make my next Independence Day purchase. It's big, it's mean, and it's green. Well, actually no, scratch that last part. It's red, white, and blue and is known as the vehicle Gladiator. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be purchasing the Liberator. I've always loved monster trucks, and the Liberator being half off on the 4th of July is a perfect opportunity for Desmond to go ahead and acquire one. So, I bought it and then called up Pegasus to request my new beast of a vehicle. It spawned a bit far away in the mountains, so I headed on over, but was rudely crashed into by another driver. This was definitely his fault and not mine at all, so I gave him what he deserved, a swift release from the pains of existence. Surprisingly, the Los Santos police didn't appreciate my service and started to hunt me down. I managed to arrive at the location of my Liberator, and for God knows what reason, the cops didn't see me. What? So I decided to go and say a nice hello in my new gigantic wheels. I don't think they appreciated it that much. This started a very long police chase that took me across many different regions in the Los Santos County. Here's a quick little montage of the fun I got up to. Eventually, I found myself driving up Mount Chiliad with cops and helicopters coming at me from all directions. Although I don't know what they were thinking because multiple police vehicles came from up the mountain and instead of attacking me, they kept falling off the sides. It was truly a hilarious sight to see. Although it did seem that I shared the same fate a few times, falling off myself, but due to the superior grip of my massive Liberator wheels, I managed to pull myself back up whenever I fell down. Eventually, I reached the summit of Mount Chiliad with my wanted level gone. It was truly an eventful journey, and Desmond was exhausted, so he decided to take a little break on top of the mountain and wait for sunrise. However, when sunrise finally came, it seemed that Desmond's concerning mental state kicked back into full psycho mode as he made way for the broken lookout point and thrusted his vehicle off the mountain down into the valley below. He tumbled and fumbled and moved all around, but after a long fall, Desmond finally reached the ground. I must say, this Liberator is a special vehicle. Taking on that many cops at once and then going up and down Mount Chiliad with ease, if you guys ever want to have a bit of fun in GTA Online, I would definitely recommend picking this thing up. After safely arriving back on street level, I had some fun catching a train, and I even stopped by for a quick game of darts. Desmond was quite the sharpshooter, I must say. Now, in this episode, I've spent quite a bit of money on Independence Day items, so I thought of a great way to earn some of that cash back. It's about time we finally complete the final GTA Online treasure hunt. Well, this is more of a bounty hunt, but same principle. So we headed over to Maud's house on the map and received a text message from her saying that she will be in touch over bounty targets she needs to be taken down. So I went ahead and picked up my Liberator and then proceeded to wait for the first email from Maud. Once I received it, I got a good look at my target and was given a location on the map to go to and find them. It was up in Paleto Bay, and even though I love the Liberator, it was very slow compared to my other vehicles, so this drive took me quite a while. I finally arrived and found my target standing outside a barbershop. Now with these targets, you can either take them back to Maud for $10,000 or kill them for $5,000, but Desmond is an impatient man, so of course he went for the option that would take less time. Now that my first target was down, I have started to wait for the next email from Maud. In that time, I ran into a player standing under a bridge, just standing there for some reason, and then I proceeded to get stuck for an embarrassingly long time. Anyways, my next target was located at the court center. I'm not sure how I was allowed in this place with my giant monster truck, but I'm not going to complain. I found the target after a bit of searching and dealt with him quickly. While I was waiting for my next target, I decided to go and pay a visit to an old friend. Yeah, take that, you bitch. Shortly after, I got the message from Maud, and luckily this time my target was close, just up in northern Los Santos, and it didn't take me long before I took my target down once again. After that, I went and gave a friendly high five to a fellow GTA Online player. Sadly, I don't think he appreciated my company. My fourth target was also located in Los Santos, and it did take me a bit longer to find this guy because he was hiding in a gated area, but once I figured that out, he was absolutely done for. And at last, after a bit more waiting, I was emailed my final target. To my dismay, they were located all the way up at the top of the map, and I was getting sick of driving this slow ass truck around. However, it is still Independence Day, so I switched back to my Western Sovereign to complete the job. This bike, however, does seem to be Desmond's unlucky charm, because whenever he is riding it, bad things seem to happen to him. First, Desmond was hit by a car which sent him flying. Jeez! Bro! And then he was hit by a truck, which almost killed him. Oh my god, Desmond, how are you alive? Your boy Des was getting very irritated and just had to get some revenge on the drivers of Los Santos. Let's just pretend that was a fireworks show and not a rocket launch, alright? But finally, I located my target up in the campsite, and I made quick work of the bounty and was swiftly messaged by Maud informing me of my reward. So I rode on over to the location, and inside a little treasure chest, we found ourselves the legendary stone hatchet. Desmond's not invisible this time. Fantastic. With this weapon, we are required to get 25 kills, and then we will be rewarded with $250,000. So you know what time it is. Oh, I killed that person for no reason. Whoops. What a day, what a day. The 4th of July has been a very interesting experience in this city. We got some new drip, some new vehicles, earned some money, killed some innocents, and now it's finally time for the grand finale. As Desmond walked up to the end of the pier, he was ready to display the thing he had been waiting for all day.